Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anthony, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the design progression, or in other words, the design job ladder, or promotions. Now, everyone goes through their career differently, and there's a lot of different ways that people can progress. But I just wanted to lay out the normal design progression for most designers out there, especially if you're starting in fashion and you're a recent graduate or anyone like that who is just getting into their first job. I thought this video might be really good so you can lay out timelines of how long you should realistically be in one role for and how long you can expect to get to their more senior positions. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow. Please also leave a comment. I like to chat to you guys and get to know you a bit. I also want to try and build a fashion community where we all get together and have a bit of a chat. Alright, okay, let's get started with the more entry-level positions. The first position that I want to talk about is design assistant. Now, this is a very entry-level position. Some companies don't actually have this level. They usually just go in as an assistant designer, but I have been at companies where you have assistant designers or design assistants. Now, design assistants are slightly below assistant designers. So what you can be expected to do is a lot of admin. So this is basically like a data entry role. You're getting to know the company, you're getting to know your position, you're getting to know how the design process works and all of that. So at this point in time, you're managing parcels, samples, some cases you're managing fabric swatches and sending them to suppliers and receiving parcels and all of that kind of stuff. You'll also be managing stuff like the lab dip process, where you'll take cuttings of loads of different either samples or Pantones, send them out to different suppliers and make sure that the lab dips of the fabric or the leather or whatever you are kind of producing comes back correct to the original colours that you've sent out and the Pantone swatches. Now, on average for a design assistant, you would be in this position from between 6 months to 1 year. Now, that isn't a lot of time, but it is enough time to get to grips with how people are designing, how the actual team works and all of that sort of stuff. So after 1 year, you should be looking to move up a level. And that next level is assistant designer. Now, depending on the company, you might have already started as an assistant designer. An assistant designer will do all the tasks that I've just discussed, plus a few extra duties. Now, an assistant designer is there to basically assist the designers. You will generally be doing the bits and bobs that designers might not have time to do. You will be CADing, you'll be learning different skills on Illustrator and Photoshop. You'll be doing the day-to-day running again, managing parcels, you'll be doing admin, data entry, tracking samples. So when a designer sends out a CAD, you'll be responsible for tracking that sample and making sure it gets into the office so the designer can do its critiques or do the comments or anything like that, and it's your responsibility to get that sample from India, China, Europe or even the UK and making sure it arrives in good time. You'll also be given small design areas to look after. Now, these won't be the big money makers. These will probably be the smaller areas that don't make as much money, that isn't as impactful on the company, but it is money coming in. And you'll be guided by the junior designers, the designers and the senior designers to make sure that that collection really goes well. The designers will essentially not hold your hand, but make sure that you are going in the right path, that you are choosing the right colours, the right fabric, and that you are choosing the right stylistic choices for the brand in question that you might be working at. And as a design assistant, you can expect to be in this role for between 1 and 2 years. Now, if you want to know how to become a fashion designer, I've got a video all about the subject here, and it goes through the different processes that you need to get into fashion. So I talk about university, I talk about portfolios, I talk about interviews and what you can expect going into a fashion design job. So definitely click that link if you're interested in becoming a fashion designer. If you're not interested in becoming a fashion designer, why are you watching this video? Go and click that. Anyway, the next job on our journey is junior designer. Now, a junior designer is a little bit different than the assistant designer and the design admin assistant, whereas you will be managing and controlling your own area. You'll still be guided by the designer and the senior designer, but you'll have more free reign to make sure that you're getting the stuff in that you need to get done. Yes, with every role comes admin and even at junior designer level, you'll be doing admin, you'll be chasing samples, you'll be sample management, and you'll be assisting the designers and the senior designers. I know that at junior designer level, it is hard, it's difficult, because you're not only doing the more junior roles, you're also expected to step up and do the more difficult tasks of running your own range. Junior designer is a tough stage in the whole design career path. But the really exciting thing for junior designers is obviously you get to design and develop your own ranges. That might not be the money maker still, and it still might be the add-on accessories or anything like that, but you'll be managing your own range, you'll develop and hone your skills, you'll have support from the designers and the senior designers, and you'll also have support from the design assistants and design admin to help you chase in your samples, although they will still be busy with the designer's stuff. At this stage, you're really managing your own collection, which is really, really exciting. And overall, as a junior designer, you could be in this position for between 3 and 4 years. The thing is with junior designers, you are actually doing the designer job, it's just that you haven't been given the job title or the pay yet, because unfortunately, when it comes to design, you need to prove that you can do the job before you're actually given the recognition, the title, and the pay for it. Unfortunately, that is just the way it is in design, and it's all about mucking in. It's all about making sure that everything's done. The hard work that you're putting in will eventually get recognized and you will be promoted and moved up. You just have to be patient, you have to be hungry for it, and you have to have a lot of drive for it. You have to keep pushing. And anytime you have a review, talk about the next step, talk about your progression, talk about how to get to that next level. So the next level on top of this is designer. The designer is responsible for all of the stuff that I have already mentioned. You will be doing admin, you will be chasing samples in, you'll be responsible for your SMS, you'll be responsible for your CP and all of this sort of stuff. You'll be managing not only your own time, but you'll be helping to manage your junior designers, your assistant designers, and your design assistants' time. You'll be making sure that the whole team is running smoothly and making sure that you're actually getting the job done. In addition to this, you'll be building ranges. So all the stuff that you've designed, you'll be making sure that this all fits in one range and make sure that the ranges make sense. You'll be designing families and ranges and things that sit with each other. You'll be designing new branding packages. You'll be doing trend research and reports and all of this sort of stuff. It's really exciting, yet very stressful. Not only that, but you will be responsible for sourcing new suppliers, keeping supplier relationships going. You'll be constantly liaising with suppliers and new people. You'll be setting up meetings and you'll be traveling quite a bit. As a designer, you can probably expect to travel probably twice a year to the Far East. You'll be going on inspiration trips and you'll be making sure that the collection is run smoothly and that your input and ideas are present within that collection. So as a designer, there is a lot to do, there's a lot of balls in the air, and you need to just keep the plates spinning. And you can expect to be a designer for between 5 and 8 years. It is a long time to be in one position, but you really need to hone all your skills. You need to make sure that you're managing people and that you can run a team. And this brings me on to senior designer. Now, senior designer and designer are very similar in their roles, except senior designer, you are managing the whole team as well. You'll be doing all of the above, including chasing samples, including some admin. However, at this point, the admin should be handled by your assistants and your junior designers. So once you get to senior designer level, you won't necessarily be doing as much admin. There will be some, but you will be moving away to the more difficult tasks, building the range, doing the mood boards, making sure that the CP and the whole team are on track. You'll be doing future projections. You'll be looking at different ways to improve the company, and you'll be looking at innovations and all of this exciting stuff. But the thing that separates designers from senior designer is experience, length of service. As a senior designer, you can expect to have between 8 to 10 years experience designing and really building collections and seeing them through from concept to completion, from SMS to being in store. And as a senior designer, you can be in this role from anywhere between 6, 7 years up until 15 years. I've got friends who are senior designers who have been doing it for the past 15 years and they don't want to move up to the next level because they really enjoy designing and they really enjoy managing the team in that way, and they are really passionate about the products that they are producing, which is the best kind of designer really. You do want a designer that is passionate about their work and what they're doing. But the next level above that is design manager and design director. I'm not really going to go into them roles so much at the moment because I have never been a design manager and I have never been a design director. Maybe one day I'm working towards it. Maybe if I start my own company, I'll be design manager and design director. Who knows? But they are responsible for managing the teams. They're responsible for the actual direction of the collections. They're responsible to make sure that the companies are making money. So yeah, that is the kind of design progression, the promotions that you can expect, and the kind of job ladder that is available to designers. So it goes design assistant, assistant designer, junior designer, designer, senior designer, design manager, and then design director. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. Please also leave a comment. I really do like to chat to you guys and get to know you a bit, and I want to build this fashion community up. Please also check out my Etsy shop where you can buy cards and vectors to help support you in your everyday design life. And it really helps to support this channel. Alright, okay, thanks for watching. Alright, bye. Tra tra tra. Bye.